Hello everybody and welcome to the channel Out of Ammo, Out of Time. I'm your host Crabbyterror8 and here we are with another episode of Elder Sign Omens in the Investigator Games Season 1. Now what are the Investigator Games? Well, they're like the Hunger Games, except we take each investigator true solo through a Arkham Files game, in this case Elder Sign Omens, which you can get on Steam and you can play it on your iPad, and you can also play it of course in real life. There's a tabletop version, which is the original version, but I'm playing it on Steam, and we see how they go, and depending on how they go they end up in a league table like this one, from top to bottom depending on how they go. Yes, and by the end of the season, we can see how the investigators have gone, and the winning investigator gets crowned in glory, and the one at the bottom can hang their head in shame. Yeah, so here we are with Michael McGlen. Everybody's favourite gangster. There he is with his Tommy gun, making sure that someone eats lead while he smokes a cigar. Fantastic, sort of very much Al Capone-like. I've played, I don't know if Michael McGlen certainly doesn't appear yet in Arkham Horror, the Living Card Game. I don't recall playing him in any other, like Eldritch Horror or anything. I'm sure he does exist in some of those other ones. But basically, if we just have a look at his stats here, we can see he's strong in the body, but not so strong in the mind. So we very much have to be very careful about his mental strength. We just have to be mindful of that. Now, he has an ability here. Once per glyph conjure, Michael may change a glyph, showing a terror to a peril. Yeah, so that's interesting. But it's a bit situational, I have to say. I mean, it's going to work sometimes when you want to change terrors into peril. Terror being the little tentacles, and peril, I think, being the skulls. So I can see that that could work sometimes, but it's not broadly applicable to all scenarios. So yeah, it's a little bit of an edge case for Michael in that way. Now, we start with two common items up here. His .38 revolver and his lantern, so that's very nice starting. So if I just close up here, we're here in the museum with Michael, and it's obviously midnight we're starting off. So the first thing to do is to go round the houses, obviously, and see what things we can do. Now, spoilers, if you've not played Eldritch Horror before, I would really encourage you to play it first. I'm assuming you know how to play, at least a little bit. So I would encourage you to do that first. So yes, let's go around the houses now and just have a look. Guided tour. Yeah, this is pretty good. So not too bad in terms of what you've got to do. You get a lot of stuff, and there's not much downside. So pretty good. We'll be putting that one to good use. Administration office. Well, even if you fail, you get something. The problem is it's mental damage, and we can't afford to take too much of that. And the upside is not that great, because you just get an Elder Sign, which we don't need at the moment. We need resources. And then a monster comes out, so not great. If we have a look here, Gate to Elsewhere, this is really, really good. But the problem is we need 3 lore to make this work. To get this going, so I don't think we're in a position to do this one at the moment. A storage closet, yeah, this is quite a bit of a there's upside, but there's also downside, and you have to do these in order. I think we need more before we can do that one as well. Unnatural habitat. Now this is one where we can use Michael's ability, because terror can become a peril. I think this one's okay because we've got plenty of strength. We could do this quickly and maybe not expend any extra things and get ourselves a purple spell, so that would be handy. Hidden threat. This isn't too bad either because we can convert terrors into peril. There's a lot of upside, and the only downside is a is an enemy. So there's a lot of resources to get there. And then we're back to guided tour. So there we go. Some pretty good ones there. And in fact, I'm thinking we might start with this. This is that the thing is, it is a bit of a downside with the sanity, but we can turn it into a peril. Can we do that every time? Once per glyph conjure, yeah. So let's give this one a go and see how we go. And I don't want to expend anything on this. I want to literally try and do it without doing that and see how we go. So there we go, and we've done it. So we can immediately convert a terror into a peril. It's funny how I said, oh, it's not that useful. It is situational, though. You need to have the right sorts of things to be able to do it. And there you go. We got it off straight away. Oh, and we got a nice, I think it's called something of Ra, which is a very, very nice spell or ability. So that was a really good start. Voice of Ra, I think it is. Let's have a look here. Oh, it's not showing me. That's a bit strange. Could look at it later. Okay, so that's a good start. So what did we get in place of that? Not the gate to elsewhere. We got the Elder Sign. This is great. This one is a really good one, although there are some downsides. But the problem is it takes the Doom down by 1, and at the moment we don't have any Doom. The other thing is that we're going to lose at least 2 sanity doing it, so it's not great from that perspective. So then I think the other one we were going to do was this one, because if we can get this one done as well without expending anything, we'll really be in a good place. So let's do the Hidden Threat. Hidden Threat. I should read these. Later, all I would recall of the stranger who asked me for the time was the snake around his neck. Yeah. Okay. So here we go. Let's see, because we get terror again into peril. Is it letting me look at that? It's still not letting me look at that. Interesting. Okay, so let's roll them up. Now it'll let me look at it. So the Voice of Ra, after conjuring, use after conjuring and turn one glyph into any result. Very powerful, but we don't want to use it yet. So here we go. So we can use this. We can convert a terror into a peril. Do that. That's a good start. Let's roll again. There we go. So all we need now are 4 magnifying glasses or 4 clues or whatever they are. And we get none. So let's throw one away and roll again. There we go. There's the 4. So we managed to do that without having to use any, and we got more stuff. Oh, look at this. We got a sanity raise. That's really helpful, and one that raises both our strength and our sanity. And we got an Elder Sign, so that's a very nice start. That's a great start. So Michael's off to a flying start. That doesn't mean things are going to stay that way, but we've got quite a nice cache of things. So I think the next thing to do is to go for, that's what we got, the Secret Gathering. That was the new one that we got. Interesting. The problem with this is the terror into sanity, which we can ameliorate some of that. There's a lot here we can get, but we need to get 2 lore if we're going to make this one work. I'm thinking that we might start with this one, because if we can get this one, the downside's not too bad, but we get lots of positive upsides. So I think we might start with the guided tour and see how we go. The docent shared a number of anecdotes about the museum's own strange history. Okay, now, do we commit something to this? Well, you see, the problem is we have to do them in order, and it might be overkill. So I might just leave it at the moment, because we might be able to get through without doing that. That's a good start. Let's roll up again, and we get the 4. So all we need now is a lore. And if we can get the lore, then we've gotten away with, there we go, look at that. This is going really, really well. We got all of those resources without having to spend anything. So we're in a really good place now. Now, midnight will be hitting us in a moment. Luckily, there's no midnight effects. So what would be nice, now that we've got all this stuff, we've got rerolls, we've got yellow glyphs, is to go for an otherworldly encounter. And I think there's this one, Gate to Elsewhere, which requires 3 lore. And we've got 2 rolls, so that one we could do, but it requires 3 lore. We don't want to do that one yet, obviously. This one, is also quite difficult, but there was this one, and I'm liking this one. And we can manage our sanity as well, because we can convert terrors into peril, but equally we've also got a way of defending ourselves. So what we'll do is we'll put a yellow glyph down. There we go. So I think we're all good. So let's go ahead and roll up. That was okay. That was okay, but we got no lore. So what I might do, do we throw in the 6 and then we've just got to get, I might do that. So we're going to throw in the 6. So we've got the 2 lore. We've got the 2 lore we've got to get. Look at that. We've got nothing there. So I'm going to re-roll those. And hopefully, there we go. We've got 1 lore. We can convert the terror into a peril. And then what I think we do is we, because we've always got the Voice of Ra if we really need to use it, but I want to try and avoid using it. So we'll hold the lore and we don't get another one. So we'll go again and we'll roll again. No. So what I'm going to do is, okay, I've still got 2 goes. So we'll change that again. We'll get rid of that. This is our last chance. Come on, give us a lore. We don't. So we're going to use the Voice of Ra. I didn't want to use it, but I think we're going to have to now because we don't want to fail. But that's a really powerful one. And we got it. Fantastic. All right. Well, we got a monster as well, but we got another world. Hopefully it's somewhere nice. Another dimension. Fantastic. But we've also got a green glyph locked as well, which is not great. We will need to deal with that as well. But there we go. That was a pretty good round. For the first round, that is pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. We got a lot done. We didn't really take any damage. It's going to start getting harder now. So if I just do a little bit of a count here, we've still got some yellow glyphs. We can improve our sanity, and we've still got 2 rerolls. And we've got 2 elder signs, so things are going well. But the problem now is we have this, which is locking one of our green glyphs. So we really need to deal with this. The good news is we can convert terrors into peril. Here was me saying, Marco, and terrors into peril, we're not going to use it. And look at us. And also, the good thing about this one is we get lots of stuff. So let's go ahead and do this one. Did you hear that? What? Where? I was so focused on the strange sound that at some point I had unconsciously closed my eyes. Okay, we better use a yellow glyph here because we're a bit low here. There we go. So let's go ahead and roll up. Oh, look at that. Wow. It's a great start. So we will throw in those 2. Unfortunately, we can't lock the other one away, but hopefully we should be able to get that one. And there we go. We didn't even need the yellow glyph. That's okay. That's good, but there's now 2 monsters on the board. We're getting a lot of monsters now, but we had to get rid of that green glyph. That would not have been a good thing to have hanging around. Okay, so let's have a look here. Pretty good. Let's just go around the houses and see what's going on now. It's been a while. So here's another dimension. Definitely worth doing. Yes, there's a bit of sanity downside, but this is great. Really good. Just what we want. We get an elder sign and some extra resources. Gate to Elsewhere now has a monster on it, so we've got potentially 2 doom. Not so. If we had a monster killing spell, then it would be quite good, but we don't. So then we have this one, which is pretty good. Not much downside. Well, there are 2 sanity. A lot of lore, though, which we don't have, so we would need a lot of rerolls to do that one. Storage closet. Yeah, again, a lot of lore and a lot of downside. The archives, again, a lot of lore. This would be nice for the unique assets, but quite difficult for us to do. Becoming other, well, this has got a maniac, but it's got a couple of perils. So this one's actually quite a good one to do because we can turn terrors into perils. So this is worthwhile doing as well. Becoming other. Administration office, not worth it. So I think what we do is we do another dimension. That makes sense. Let's go ahead and do another dimension. Bling. There are many places, many shapes of things that are undreamt of by men. And women, I assume. Okay, let's have a look. Let's put... Do we need a yellow... I don't think we need a yellow glyph for this one. I think we should just go ahead and see if we can do it. Well, there we go. We can do that. That's a good start. Oh, why don't we do this? Why don't we hold the lore? And then... Ooh, well, we didn't need that, did we? Let's throw away the lore. I didn't expect that. There we go. Okay. Okay, so we used one thing, but it was no big deal. Ah, a monster killer. Good. Nice. Nice, 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 nice. So where are we? We're midday. We've got 3. We need to start sort of driving those up. Those elder signs. So I'm just thinking... There was one with there's this one, which has got a monster killer. But there was one that was... this one. Yeah, we should definitely do this one. But do we do that first? Or do we go ahead and try and do this one and get a few more? I think I might try and do this one because we can get a few more resources. So let's go ahead and do this one. And then we'll go and do that one and get another world ready to roll. Becoming other. For a moment she stared at me in horror. Then her eyes changed and she slowly smiled. Oof, okay. All right, so yellow glyph. Yes, I think so. Let's go ahead and roll up. Right, so the first thing we can do is we can turn a terror into a peril, which is very handy. And we can do this one. Nice. It's a good start. We can do that one. So all we're left with is this, which we can use a terror or a peril for. This is actually a more useful ability than I appreciated. I kept saying, oh, it's so situational. It's actually really awesome. Look at all this stuff we got. Brilliant. So we're now we're nearly halfway to where we need to be, and there's only one doom on the table. Michael's doing pretty well. So I think we're close to midnight now. It's close to midnight. So what we'll do now is let's get ourselves another world. And I think the one we were thinking of was the one with the monster, this one. So let's go ahead and do Gate to Elsewhere. We're on a gate to elsewhere. Na, 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 na. Okay, what does it say? At first, the portrait's colours simply seemed deeper and richer, but soon it was apparent that the facade had become a reality and the canvas had been replaced by a doorway. Right, so what do we put down here? Let's go ahead and see if we can just do this with a yellow glyph. Let's roll it up. Now, do we get rid of the monster? Because I don't feel too bad about the doom, to be honest. But we need to hold this lore, don't we? Yeah. So what I might do, I'm just thinking, because I'm trying to preserve things, is... And there's no, there isn't. So what we might do is throw away the one and hold the lore. Hold the lore! There we go. Because then we can get that. And then we can do that. And yes, we take a doom. But oh, and a monster appears, but no big deal. Okay, we got lots of stuff. Awesome. Oh, red glyphs are now locked. Okay. Plateau of Leng. Okay. All right. So far, so good. Let's see. Bong. Bong. Doom. Okay. Doom's starting to ratchet up a little bit. Starting to catch up with us. So, third turn. Let's have a look what's what. So there's this one, which would get the Doom back and give us some stuff, which is definitely worth thinking about. This red glyph is locked and Otherworld, so I'm thinking this is a good one to do because we can destroy the... Is it a witch, I think? Priestess of Yig. We can destroy her and do that, so I'm liking this one. The storage closet. This one here is not bad. I mean, it's just some extra resources, not much downside, so that's quite good. Archives, yeah, is good, but, you know, a lot of lore is needed, so we'd have to expend a lot to get something. Plateau of Lang, wow, look at this one. This is perfect for us. Get lots of stuff. I really like this one. The only downside, there's potential for downside, but you're going to be spending quite a bit of terror anyway, so I don't feel like this is as bad as it looks. So, and then Blood on the Floor. This is not too bad either, and we get lots of resources. And Administration Office. So what I might do first is this one, because let's get rid of this red glyph lock, because we want to use our red glyph. I was told the key had been lost, but now the door swung open. Ooh, okay. All right, so what are we going to do first? Well, we can't use our red glyph. So the first thing we're going to do is roll up, and we will kill the Priestess of Yig. That's a bit unfortunate, isn't it, that we can't do the 3. Oh, we've got... Oh, okay. I think we better use the... Oh, it won't let us. Okay. Oh, we have to throw something away. Okay, we have to throw something away. Okay. Well, in that case, let's throw the 2 and hold the law. Makes sense. So we get the 3... Do we play the red glyph? I'm going to see if we can get it. Let's see if we can get it. Yes! Look at that! Wow. Nice. Okay. I feel like we've got a lot of stuff now. We really... Oh, relay. Ooh, okay. That's a bit of a challenge. Have we got enough to do it? Because that would... We've got a lot. 6... Wow, we've got a lot. So let's have a look. Relay is 3 Elder Signs. I think we can do this. I think we can do it. This would be good. Because that would get us up to 7. I think we should do it. Let's go ahead. Let's do it. Could be a bit foolhardy, but we're going to give it a go. Okay. So what we've got to do is we've got to get this. And we're peril, and these are interchangeable. So, okay. So we've got 2 of the things we need, but we don't have the other 2. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to re-roll everything except that and except that. There we go. We got it. There's that. There's that. There's that, and there's that. So all we need are two separate clues, and we've got them. There and there. Look at that. Look at that. Wow, this is a dream run here. Michael McGlen is just on fire today. Okay, so we might as well just run to the end here. In fact, we might be able to buy. Can we buy? Yes, we can. We only need 2 more. Can we get them from this one, Plateau of Leng? No. Is there any with 2? Unfortunately not. So we might as well just buy another one. And we are literally one away. So next time, we can just do the last one. Okay, but we've just got to go through. I mean, that's a pity there was none with 2. The monster. Oh, where's the monster? Maybe I should have done it the other way. Maybe that was a bit of a silly thing to do. Okay, all we need to do is get 1 elder sign. All we need is 1 elder sign. We obviously can't buy it. But let's find the easiest one to get. That's not too bad. Plateau of Lang. That one. That's a bit tougher. Yeah, I think... Oh, keep going. Right, so I think this one is actually... This one is actually the easiest because of the terror and the lore. So let's go all out for this one. Might as well. Let's give ourselves a red glyph. We've got 6 rerolls. Wow, okay. So we're going to have to be very, very unlucky. Ooh, okay. So the first thing we can do is we can terror into peril. Peril, terror, terror. It's a pity we can't hold that. So we've got 6 rerolls. Yep, we can change this into a peril. And there we go. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. Wow, that was just an incredible run. I'm still kind of I'm still kind of a little bit shocked by how quickly that went. If we just do a breakdown, it only took us 12 turns. And we managed, and there was a lot of empty doom slots. So we were able to do that really, really, really fast. So I'll put that obviously in the table once I've reviewed the video, but that went really, really well. So there we are. Thank you very much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Now, next time on Investigator Games Elder Sign Edition, we will be playing through with... Who's the person we're going to go play through next time? Where's Michael? There's Michael. It will be Monterey Jack, the archaeologist. A little bit like Indiana Jones, I suppose. So we will be playing with Monterey Jack, and I'm very much looking forward to that. But until next time, I'm Krabby Terror 8. Thank you so much for watching, and